Breaking news one day before NFL free agency for the Chicago Bears. My name is Harrison Graham. The Bears have re-signed one of their internal free agents. That is Daniel Hardy, as he is back on a 2-year deal worth up to $6 million. It's really two for just under $5 with the cap hit probably around $2.5 million this upcoming year, but he can make about an extra $1 million in incentives according to the contract. So very similar to the deal Josh Blackwell got last year, actually. Special teams ace, back on a 2-year deal. We will talk about it coming up here on the channel, but free agency is here, guys. Moves are going down. We're going to be live pretty much all day tomorrow, so hit that subscribe button. You see that thumbnail right there. You're in the right place. Day one of free agency, 10 a.m. Central Time. We'll also have free agency predictions out in the morning, and I put out 2 videos earlier today, so go check out all of that content as well. I would greatly appreciate it. It's all available for you once you get to the end of this video. Okay, Jordan Schultz had the news here that the Bears and special teamer Daniel Hardy, 2-year deal worth up to $6 million, former 7th-round pick, yada, yada. Hardy had over 20 special teams tackles this past season and was selected as a Pro Bowl alternate. Yeah, Daniel Hardy is a violent special teamer, and I mean that in a good way. On kickoff, punt coverage, he is just absolutely flying, looking to take your head off. He fits what this team wants to do on the third unit. Fast, violent, good tackler, tone setter. I'm cool with this move. Now, doesn't give you much on defense. He's like a fifth edge type, like in an absolute, emergency. They can use him. Remember last year, they actually added him as in a fullback package late in the year. I think he had a few snaps at fullback, so we'll see if that gets expanded upon. Obviously, when you have a special teams only guy, you're looking to squeeze out ways where you can find other use and value out of that player. But he is a guy that Richard Hightower has pounded the table for. And quite frankly, he's earned a spot on this team. He has been a core player on that unit, and he's been durable. He's been able to stay healthy as well, whereas a guy like Eamon Ogbongbemiga missed half this past season. They cut him. They can rely on Daniel Hardy, who's got a better athletic profile anyway than a guy like Eamon O. We'll see again if his role outside of special teams gets expanded upon as a defensive player or in that just crazy fullback package that he was used in last year. But I'm cool with him being back. I like the move. And remember, we talked about this as the season went on. Richard Hightower did a really good job making adjustments on the fly with this special teams unit, especially on kickoff coverage, and Daniel Hardy is one of the key players on kickoff coverage. So not surprised to see this. He was set to be a restricted free agent, so they clearly made it a priority to try and lock him in before free agency opens up. Gets a nice little deal, up to $3 million per year in the next 2 seasons. I would guess probably about half the contract is guaranteed. So not bad for a guy who probably didn't know if he was going to be sticking around in the NFL much just a couple of years ago. What is your one-word reaction to the Bears re-signing Daniel Hardy to a 2-year deal worth up to $6 million? My one word is I'm happy about it. I think it's a good move. I think it's cost friendly, and there's not much downside to the move. He's a guy that helps your third unit out, and this special teams unit's been a top 10 unit the last couple of years. So glad to see him back in the fold. All right, I want to talk about some of the other internal free agents and some guys that the Bears could try to re-sign either before free agency or early on once free agency officially opens tomorrow. But first, I want to tell you guys about our awesome merchandise. Chatsports.com/Bears shop is the place to go. All the merch is available, and you get the express shipping. You got to toggle down, hit that arrow, and it's only going to cost you $5. Usually, express shipping is $9.99. You hit that arrow, it's going to be ready by March 13th. So, for example, if you're getting the St. Patty's gear, you can still get it well in time for St. Patrick's Day in Chicago, which brings us to some of the merch that is available, some of our newer stuff. The Beers line, the T-shirt and the hat, which you could certainly rock on St. Patty's, or you could combo this, maybe go hat and then with one of our other St. Patrick's Day T-shirts. Here's the deal with the Beers gear, though. If you get the hat and T-shirt, add them both to your shopping cart, $15 off. They're each $29.99, which is $60, but if you buy them together, it's $45 because you're going to get $15 off. You don't have to enter a code or anything. It'll automatically give you the discount once you get into your checkout line, so be sure to do that. Best bang for your buck. Check out our other stuff, though. The St. Patrick's gear is awesome. green, navy, and black T-shirts available. No one does Chicago better than St. Patty's Day. QB1, Staley pouring the dye into the river in Chicago, turning it green. It's absolutely awesome. Hoodies available in black and navy as well. All of our other gear, Iceman, FGB, Took the North, married into this. Mother's Day coming around the corner. Our turn. I mean, no channel has more merch than Bears Now. It's all at that link, chatsports.com/Bears shop. Take advantage today. Okay, who could be next? So Daniel Hardy is back. Technically, they tendered Theo Benedict like a month ago, so if you want to count him, they've brought 2 of their own guys back this offseason. Obviously, the big name is a guy like Kevin Byard. These are some predictions I have of some guys I could see the Bears bringing back in free agency as well. I think these are some ones that at least some of these guys the Bears would like to bring back. Case Keenum, asterisk, is there because he could retire. I think it's either retirement or he re-signs with the Bears. But, Olamide Zaccheaus, Devin Duvernay, are they going to bring both back? Maybe it's just one. That's why I've got the or there. Jordan McFadden, just like Daniel Hardy, is a restricted free agent. So maybe they let him test the market and then decide if they want to match that deal or not. Maybe that's what his preference is as well. He played really well in the playoff game. So he could be someone that actually gets a sneaky good contract. Same with DeMarco Jackson. He's not restricted, but he could be someone that wants to test the market and see if he gets more money than expected. We know they like Travis Homer for special teams. Safety is a thin position, so Jonathan Owens and then Scott Daly. These are some under-the-radar re-signings. Obviously, they want to bring back Kevin Byard as well. I do think that'll probably happen, but as of now, that has not been the case. And hopefully they can find a way to get that deal done. As far as other internal guys, I do not expect Nashawn Wright to be back on this football team. There's been no chatter about bringing him back. I think he's just a classic. Had a great year, gonna go get paid elsewhere guy. You never know. If money dries up, maybe there's a world where he's back, but I would be surprised. Obviously, Jaquan Brisker, all the reporting suggests he's gone. That is my expectation as well. Do you bring a guy like Braxton Jones back? I don't think that's one you rush, but depending on who else you pursue at left tackle, if Taylor Decker costs too much, if other options get poached, maybe Braxton and the Bears come back together and agree to a deal where he comes back and he competes for that starting role. And if he wins the job and plays well, then he gets paid elsewhere in 2027. CJ Gardner-Johnson, my sense is he's probably gone. I would like to bring him back, but I'm not sure he's a priority for the Bears. Again, could be one of those where first wave, second wave of free agency come and go. If he's still available, money's drying up, maybe it makes sense for both sides to bring him back. I'd like to bring him back because he could play safety and nickel, and your starting nickel is Kyler Gordon, and he's got an injury history, and you have no safeties at this moment under contract, so I would be interested. Couple other internal guys, Durham Smythe, if it's vet minimum type of money, I think he could be back to be that third tight end. I could also see the Bears wanting to draft a guy or going elsewhere in free agency. Dominic Robinson, Joe Tryon, Shoyinka, edge 4 types, maybe one of those guys could be back on a vet minimum type of deal if they don't get better money elsewhere. Nick McLeod, versatility on the back end. He's another internal free agent, and that's kind of the list. Scott Daly, the long snapper. I think I mentioned him on that other graphic, but last guy, Andrew Billings. Don't think he'll be back. I don't think they thought he was a great scheme fit, and I think how he played kind of proved that out. I don't think he fits what DA is trying to do. Plus, he's really only a first and a second down player at this point in his career. So there you go. Kevin Byard's the big one, but some other smaller level players that the Bears could look to bring back as they also turn their attention to external free agents as well as it all gets going tomorrow. Who do you guys think the Bears re-sign next? I hope it's Kevin Byard. I want him back. The Bears want him back. It all comes down to money. We'll see if they can work that one out. My gut tells me at this point he's at least going to test the market and see what he can get out there. And then if the Bears are willing to come close to that, he'd probably come back here. If not, he could go elsewhere. Still think he's back, but don't think it's a guarantee. I'd give it 3 smoking Jays out of 4. All right, that's going to do it for Chicago Bears Now. Daniel Hardy, welcome back. Appreciate everybody who tuned in to this breaking news. Think it's a sneaky good move by Ryan Poles to lock him in before free agency. Helps your special teams unit out once again. We will be back tomorrow or tonight if there's more breaking news, so subscribe and bear down.